John Nixon, that he'll talk to everyone individually and pass along kind of more individual messages, but is there some overarching theme or message that you feel like you related to the team today that applies to everyone as they embark on the season?
Yeah, I'll talk to the individuals as well. And I'm curious just to get information from them, hear about how we can get better too. But I just addressed the group myself here, and the theme for me is a few things. One is, like, I look at last year, you look at Toronto, you look at Columbus, look at Edmonton, you look at Calgary. That's 4 of the top 6 picks last year. They're now in the playoffs. So, I think this year for us, we invested a lot in the group that's inside that room. A lot of sacrifice, a lot of hard work from the staff working with these players, and it was a real investment. And I think it's something that we can pay off in the future, of course. And I think it'd be a shame if they didn't go and have great summers and put in the work to come forward and push this group forward for next year. So that was kind of my message to them overall.
John, the theme all year has been growth. What is your sense of the growth of this group after this season?
Yeah, I think it's been pretty good, actually. This season was kind of a, pull the Band-Aid off and see what we got in terms of where we're at as an organization. I think, the mind kind of works in a way where we're always looking for the path of least resistance. And it's not easy to go through a season like this, of course, but at some point, I think as an organization, you have to look at what you got. And, this year we got a good, long, hard look at our young players. And, they lack experience. They lack some strength, some man strength. What they don't lack is talent. I think this is a league built on talent. And for a long, long time, we've been lacking a lot of talent. And, no longer do I feel that that's the case. I think we've got a lot of talented players in premier positions. And moving forward, they're going to, pay off in a big way for us. So happy with the growth, not happy with the result, of course. We were hoping that we keep playing, basically, because we felt like we're just hitting our stride in a lot of ways. So those young players that started off maybe with some struggles, again, we invested a lot of time and effort into them, and by the end of the year, they're impactful players. And so moving forward, hopefully keep that momentum.
There's a lot of discussion about, obviously, no more Hansel. Doan might be on the way out. Z looks like he's on his way out. Looks like the group might just be getting younger. How much do you feel like a goal this summer is going to be bringing in leadership and kind of all the guys to support the young guys that you're talking about?
Yeah, I think it's got to be a mix, for sure. I think any good team's got a good mix. I think, a big part of that, though, is the guys you just mentioned, the Doans and the Hansels, and those are homegrown, internal guys. And I think a big part of our mix and growth of our players is going to be, guys that want to make a difference here, want to be the guys, want to kind of turn the tide, so to speak. And so you look at a young core, you've got the Dvoraks, you've got Domies, you've got, Chikrins, Krauses. I mean, these are really high-end character people who are also very young, of course, and that's where, getting some gray hair in there to help kind of grow with them and help them, support them in that leadership push is necessary as well. And, it's something that we got to look at, of course, and improve, and it's one area we're cognizant of. But like I said, I think it's got to come from both sides.
Could you see this roster being younger next season? I mean, if everyone comes back and then you add a Keller and a Fisher and a Strome, or will it be imperative to really find that healthy balance?
Yeah, we'll have to find that healthy balance. Last year we went out, we got Goligoski, we got McGinn, we got White, Shen. Those are all guys who played a long time in this league. Even Shen's a young veteran himself. So it's not like it's something that we missed last year either. Obviously, we made some moves as the year went on and prioritized playing some youth and things like that. So again, I think it's got to be these young players have to grow into those roles, but at the same time, you're trying to support them and put them in positions where they can be successful. And we're no longer looking for kind of that bridge to another bridge. We're kind of looking to pass this team off to a group when they're ready, and they're getting closer to being at that time where they can step up and lead themselves and grow organically and be a big part of this community and all those things that come with being a leader. And like I said, I think we got the types of people, young people that can take that step, and you want to support them, of course.
What does that support look like? What do you, in your mind, are the pieces that you need to fill in?
Yeah, positionally, and I just talked about kind of from a character standpoint, they're guys that have been around the league for a long time and involved in the league for a long time, but positionally, the center ice position is obviously one that's very evident. It's just the center ice position helps offensively and defensively, of course, and kind of transition pucks and helps wingers be better, helps defensemen be better. So, that's an area where with Marty there, we felt we had a stabilizer, and that certainly helped. Obviously, as the season progressed, with where we were at, it wasn't, it made sense to make that move. But moving forward, we're going to have to, look to those types of centermen to help grow this group.
Okay, it's only a day after the season ended. How do you maybe handicap or gauge what the trade market could look like, what free agency offers you to try to fill those voids?
Yeah, and I think there's going to be lots of opportunities. There's good crop of free agents. There's a good opportunity with expansion. Obviously, we have a lot of expansion-exempt assets with picks and young prospects, young players even. We're looking to get better and grow this group. At the same time, like I said, you look at those teams that have taken that step from last year, and it's not on the backs of free agent signings. It's not on the backs of making a big trade even. It's on the backs of their growth of their young players, draft develop. So, again, we'll do some things to try and make this group better and support this group, but it's going to have to be the group itself that grows.
How are you feeling about your blue line?
Yeah, I think it's an area where we can improve for sure. I think as you go on and on, the Vegas is going to be 31 teams now, so finding top four defensemen is a lot more difficult. I think when we signed Alex Goligoski, looking at this free agent blue line coming up, that was part of the decision. Is obviously we're going to be in a tough position to win this year, but Alex is a guy we've got here for a long time and can help us moving forward. So. That's some area we want to improve upon. It's tougher to protect defensemen and expansion, of course. So, we'll look to see if there's opportunities there. But, as a group, I think if you look at Jacob Chikrin, the way he's played this season, of course, and what he can be moving into next year, Anthony D'Angelo, the element he brings to our group, we still have a lot of growth left in that group too. It's something that I don't think we're elite right now, but it's something that we can get better at.
John, on a personal level, how did you enjoy your first season as an NHL general manager?
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, even though it was a challenge and it was tough times and not always the easiest. Like that's part of the journey. That's part of the fun. I enjoyed it every day. Came to the work hard and get better as a group. And I have great people to work with. I think that's the main part. I think we've grown a great staff off the ice. Whether it is our coaching staff, whether it is guys like Steve Sullivan, Mike Van Ryan, Chris O'Hearn, these guys are good people. They do a good job. They work real hard to try and get us the best players. And as we grow forward, I think we're going to be at a competitive advantage because of the people we have in our organization. So that's what makes it fun for me.
John asked Dave the same question, but does Brevard's future depend on what they're doing this summer?
Yeah, absolutely. It does. He's somewhere he comes in and does a good job. He's our leading scorer, good attitude, good person, good with the young guys. So, there's nothing negative whatsoever to say about him. It's that same question of how do we get better, and is he a part of getting better? And there's a good chance that could be the case.
John, can you talk a little bit about what Shane Doan's meant to this franchise, and have you had any discussions with him about his future?
Yeah, I could go on for an hour about what he means to this franchise, and Rich might be able to fill you in even more, but it's well documented. He is the Arizona Coyotes for a good reason. Obviously on the ice, he's been an all-star. He's probably an Hall of Famer. He's a great player that makes other players better. You can't say enough about him on the ice, and you can even say more off the ice in the community, the type of person he is. He's taken on a brunt of the responsibility at times here when maybe he shouldn't have even had to. He's done so with grace and class, and he's been phenomenal that way. So really fortunate for everyone in the organization to have him. But as far as his future goes, this is his first day of kind of off season, so we're going to meet with him individually here, just get a sense of where he's at. And it's all about fit for him, fit for his family, fit for the organization. So we'll see where it goes.